Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Real Spooky Stories, the place where I tell your real spooky stories. You've joined us on episode 8 of 13 Nights of Christmas. Hope you've been enjoying them so far. I know I have. If you didn't know, from Friday the 13th of December up until Christmas Day, I'll be uploading a new Christmas spooky story every single day at 6 p.m. for you to have a little listen to. It's just to keep us spooky over the Christmas time, just because it's Christmas. It doesn't mean spooky things don't happen anymore. So these are all taken from Reddit, and they are people's spooky things that have happened over Christmas time, Christmas related, or just about Christmas in general. So I will link all of the stories below on each individual episode. So yeah, if you want to have a little read, just click below. Also, if you want to send your spooky stories, please email jade@crypticcoven.uk or click any of the social media links below, and you can also submit your story through the Reddit links below as well. Today's story comes from the subreddit The Truth Is Here, and I just want to say this one's quite similar to episode 6, which was the Santa one. But I'm just going to read it anyway. It's on, I think it's the same subreddit as well actually, but yeah, it's quite similar to that, which I loved. But yeah, I'll get into it. Hi all, I wanted to share something I saw in the sky recently and see if anyone had any similar experiences or ideas about what it could have been. For context, this was in Hakone, Japan on Christmas Eve. Me and my family were staying at a hot springs hotel in the mountains and we're in the outdoor bath at night. I was looking up at the stars when I saw what looked almost like a single train track in the sky, a very thin and faint glowing straight line. It was like someone had taken a scalpel and made a long cut through the darkness of the sky, and just a little bit of light was showing through from the other side. It didn't span the whole sky, but it was slowly moving across the sky like a train, and it was surrounded by faint twinkling particles that looked like a stardust coming off the moving line. The twinkling particles were kind of streaming off as if it moved and then disappearing. The line slowly went across the sky and disappeared. I couldn't ask anyone else if they saw it because my mum and sister both wear glasses which were all fogged up from the hot springs, but they didn't seem to take it that seriously and joked about me seeing Santa's sleigh. But to me, it was a really beautiful and meaningful thing, especially because it cheered me up during a time when I was feeling really down about my recently deceased father and feeling like I couldn't share these feelings with the rest of my family. Anyway, I'd be really interested to hear if anyone else has something like this happen. I hope I explained it well enough. Somebody's commented, could have been Starlink satellite train. They've commented back, oh wow, I've never heard of this before. I looked it up and the way it moved looked a lot the same. I remember having more lights clustered around the streaming off it though, so it's not a perfect match, but maybe my eyes were playing tricks on me. I'm going to try and see if I can find past records or any of these were in the area on that day. Thank you. I've never heard of a Starlink sky train. What's it called? Starlink satellite train. I don't know what that... Is it just like a satellite in the sky, like the one in the... outside the Earth thing? I don't know, but it just sounds spooky. But when you were saying like a line and then it was like you could see lights coming from the line, I wasn't picturing it as like the light was the line. I was picturing it as it was like a crack in the universe and the light was coming from like the other side of the line, if that makes sense. And we could like see through it. Well, you could see through it. This was from almost a year ago now, and I'm just wondering, I wonder what age this person was that saw this. Like, were they a kid or were they like an adult? Don't know. It just has me and my family, so they could have been like any age. It doesn't actually say the age on this. So a little bit different than the other one, but also it could have a reasonable explanation, but also it is still spooky. It's still spooky to see something like that which you've never seen before in the sky, especially on Christmas Eve night. But anyway, that was episode 8. I hope you enjoyed it. This was another little short one again. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for episode 9 at 6 p.m. Bye.